Hey folks, let's learn something new about the oil and gas industry. I'm sitting here with Tim Jones today. How you doing, Tim?
I'm doing great. How are you, Mark?
I'm doing awesome. And Tim has a company called FRC Pros, and they do some really important stuff in the oil and gas industry, but he's also a great fun guy to work with. I've known him for a long time. So Tim, FRC Pros, what does FR stand for in case our audience doesn't know?
FR stands for flame resistant, as in flame resistant clothing. We also work with arc ready clothing as well, and it is protective clothing that won't burn in certain flash fire or arc hazards.
Yeah, and so in the oil field, FRs, as they're known, is required in a lot of places. And what Tim does is a very unique. I've never seen this before. So Tim actually helps companies make sure they make the right buying decisions when equipping their people with FR clothing. So Tim, when you work with a client and then they may be looking to do what they've always done with FR clothing, what's one of the things you bring to the table they may not think of?
Well, what I've discovered is if you think about the FRC supply chain throughout the industry, everyone who's working as technical experts that are calling on the oil and gas companies are actually paid salesmen who obviously have a bias towards their products. So I think with all the layers involved as well and distribution channel throughout the supply chain, it can be very confusing to the end user. And how does the oil and gas company know that this is a straightforward message they're receiving from those companies, not just a marketing message? And that's where I can help them.
Yeah, so do you understand what he does? He's an independent third-party person with a bunch of industry knowledge, contacts, and expertise, so he can make sure you're not bamboozled by some sales guy.
Exactly. I've worked for manufacturers as well, and I know we all had that vested interest in having to place our product within that customer. And I realized that's not how this should work. And when you look at the supply chain, they're all kind of captive of each other, all the way from the fabric manufacturers to the garment manufacturers, even down to the distributors. They're all beholden to each other. So you're really not going to get a straight answer from any of them. And that's kind of where I come in to help. I can guide through that marketing spin that every product manufacturer puts on their product, helping you make a decision that a lot of times can be even more economical, but also can affect the safety and comfort of the employees as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. So Tim, if people want to learn more about what you do in your company, where should they go?
They can go to my website, is frcpros.com, and they can certainly call me. I'm all over the web. I'm on LinkedIn, as well as also Twitter and Facebook.
Yeah, so we'll put a link in the show notes so you don't have to be writing anything down. Tim, dude, man, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it, and you've been a great friend through all this process.
Yeah. So, folks, I hope this helped. We will see you next time.